So getting back to this, we were talking about keep that up for a moment. We were talking about the protests, violent protests that took place in France. I think are ongoing, actually. In France, they really know how to protest. They burn things, and they march, and they respond. And so tough stuff. Here is the best, I would say, 4 or 5 tweet assessment of what's going on in France that I've seen. And I was struck by it because, I don't know, I guess I've been sleeping on this, but it was presented by Pamela Anderson.
You mean Comrade Pam? You haven't been on this?
I have not been on this. She first posts and she must speak French. She's Canadian, and I don't know if she's from Quebec or not, but she appears to speak French. And she posts a piece from Le Monde, France, talking about it's a moment of crisis for the yellow vests. That's what they identify. A lot of these protesters wear yellow vests, like the reflective vests. And so she posts that, and then she follows it up with the following tweet: "I despise violence. But what is the violence of all these people in burned, luxurious cars compared to the structural violence of the French and global elites?" She asks. Instead of being hypnotized by the burning images, we have to pose the question, where did it come from? And the answer is, it came from rising tensions between the metropolitan elite and rural poor, between the politics represented by Macron and the 99% who are fed up with inequality, not only in France, all over the world. The true question is whether the disobedience can be constructive. What comes the day after, can the progressives in France and all over the world use this energy? So instead of violence, we have images of constructing equal, egalitarian societies.
So she has basically better political analysis than the entirety of essentially the global center-left establishment that's attempting to answer this.
Yeah, I would say
she just nailed it.
Her being able to put it that concisely, I would put myself in that same group of people that she has better analysis than.
I would as well.
I mean, that was extremely astute and concise.
Excellent.
You know, Axl Rose was doing stuff like this a couple weeks ago. Very woke tweets, very politically woke tweets.
Are they dating? I don't know what they're. Why do you say Axl Rose? Just another like older celebrity. What do you mean older? What do you mean? What?
Like 90s.
Oh,
like
right.
Age.
All right, there we go.
90s relic.
So.